Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, a hard mode fresh on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we'll be asking Lindsay if she has any more quests for us, which she does, since we just came back from doing Bloodless.
Work. Here's your reward.
Yay, some Damascus for us. Damascus is a rather expensive crafting material. I will probably end up selling a majority of the instances of it that I get, because I'm not going to be using Damascus equipment for that much.
Have you... Here's what I've turned up on.
Living fossil quest. I think Soleil is actually from one of the Game Boy titles, but I'm not sure which one. The same with Carl.
Carl the Cooper.
Yes.
Marty the Milkman.
Honestly, a
Fred.
good portion of these could probably actually be from Castlevania 2, because there are a lot of named NPCs in Castlevania 2, even if you don't recognize what they are.
Johannes the Jackass.
Johannes is in this game, okay? Yeah, I believe what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to map out how I can actually get the either Lohengrin or Schreider.
Ooh.
Is it Schreider that we're going for? Yeah, it's Schreider that we're going for. Okay. There's a specific passive shard that a passive shard I'm looking for that we don't actually have yet, that I was really hoping that we would have, but we don't. I'm also going to try and enhance that throwing axe while we're here.
Oh, come on. You want to grind up your Summon Gyrmund ability.
Not really. Summon Gyrmund is honestly a very good conjure shard. It hits multiple times, hits relatively quickly, stays on the field for a while. It has got a lot of really positive things going for it. What it does not, however, have is honestly all that good efficiency. And when I've got Inferno Breath, I don't really need a good conjure shard for the most part. Yes, we want to make some more Pelicus.
I'll go with this.
Really, there are no wrong decisions here.
Oh no, there are plenty of wrong decisions here, but...
Well, okay. A wrong decision in this case, if you value your time and your livelihood, is developing pretty much everything you see, one level at a time, in a painstakingly long process of maxing out your equipment levels and your creature levels and your summon levels. If you just spend your entire time playing this game just maxing out your levels, yeah, you're making a wrong move, because now you're just spending an eternity doing what you should instead develop only a select number of spells or weapons or summons or familiars, so that way you can use these high-level equipages and move on with your goddamn sass.
Yeah. Alright, we got 2 Birdish. We need a third one in order to get into the next tier of throwing axe. But that's okay. We can go buy our third Birdish for that.
So, I am right in saying that you can just, level up everything as you see fit.
You can, but doing so is not only horrendously inefficient, it's also a very bad idea, especially this early on. Hey, Zangetsu gave us another hint.
In this chamber where the bell tolls,
early on. This is a game where you could just, exit the grass and then go back to hunt Pokemon after you go back from the Pokemon Center.
Bask in it. Wait, there's more.
He's giving us a hint about Bloodless.
Ocean of gore from
Well, this is a bit late in coming.
And if I'm reading this right, the demon he spoke of was able to instantly collect this blood without laying hand or lips on it.
Yeah, Bloodless is a hemomancer.
That means even the slightest wound in her presence would put me in danger.
Yeah, but mostly because of how much damage she dealt.
Come on, doesn't this game have conditional scripting? Sekiro had conditional scripting. If you already did the thing that they're talking about, then the dialogues will change. What the hell is this?
Dominique doesn't know that we've already killed. Bloodless.
Yeah, but Miriam does.
Yeah, Miriam does, but Dominique doesn't, and the scripting is very dependent on what Dominique is supposed to know.
Thank you.
It's like, I'm privately flattered that you would consider this foe so dangerous. Little do you realize that I've already defeated her.
Thank you. I'll be here if you need me.
And whoosh!
Whoosh indeed.
Sickle Moon is not honestly a bad greatsword special. It is one of the ones that I would recommend you attempting to master, specifically because getting it on your other greatswords means that you always have at least some skill that you can fall back on. We need 2 more Bardishas and 2 crystals, but getting those 2 crystals is going to be a while, so we're probably not going to max out a throwing axe. I did want to show off us leveling up throwing axe specifically because throwing axe is our replacement conjure shard for head flail. I like head flail a lot, but now that we have throwing axe, we're probably going to be using it. We're probably going to be using throwing axe over head flail because it hits multiple times and is relatively easy to do most of a room clear with it. It's not the best conjure shard in the game. That honor still goes to a summon Hellhound. But we don't get access to summon Hellhound until we get into the very worst area of the game. So, anyway, from here we need to go all the way back over to where Zangetsu was, because we, as I spoiled last part, need to get into the Forbidden Underground Waterway through the correct entrance, meaning that we have to use Bloodsteel on the Blood Fountain.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, now I can see the logic in. I mean, I get the part that they want to give you narrative clues to go back to the chamber and do Bloodsteel. It may not have occurred to players that that is an interactable set piece. I'm just saying, they could have done the same thing.
A lot of people had this problem, but I most certainly know them from my first playthrough. I had this problem where I was like, Am I really gonna be able to use Bloodsteel on this fountain? Because it's mostly just a background set piece. But no, you can totally use Bloodsteel on this fountain.
Right, just like you can use Bloodsteel on Blood Splatter. You can use Bloodsteel on the blood that Bloodless sends around.
Well, after it's already on the ground and walls, yeah.
Because you can't play as Bloodless on your very first playthrough. Or can you?
I think you actually can. At least under the current release of the game, because unlocking Bloodless is just about entering her name in all caps as a cheat code.
Really?
Yeah.
So no, the game developers did not intend for you to play Bloodless on your very first playthrough.
They did not intend. They did not intend it, mostly because Bloodless doesn't come out for a full year after the game launches, like a year and a half even. We're still not done with releases, for the record, and this is a couple weeks after I last spoke of it. But we still. We recently had a Nintendo Direct, and although it was foolish of us to expect anything for Bloodstained specifically at this Nintendo Direct, we also had the Steam Next Fest happened as well, and yet we didn't get any update on Bloodstained there either. In fact, the biggest thing that's been happening for Bloodstained recently is that Artplay, or it's either Artplay or 505, has been playing Bloodstained on Twitch for the past several weeks. Ouch.
The big ones.
Behold, the big change in this specific room is that they doubled or tripled the number of water leapers in this room. And a big change for a majority of this area entirely is that they added more bats to every room. Ugh.
Penetrate.
Penetrate is an extremely important spear skill. It's also the only spear skill in the game that I actually like using, aside from the lunging serpent. But that's one weapon specific. So. Ouch.
Smash the torches.
Ouch.
Oh, all these monies. Why are you not so interested in getting the monies?
Because the amount of monies that we would get is actually really small here. I mean, this is effectively the the end game money resource for anyone that actually has that is just trying to farm cash. But I don't need cash right now. No, we got another rose ring. Yay.
Who puts fried fish in a treasure chest?
Believe it or not, fried fish is one of the best healing items in the game, specifically because of how common it is in blue chests in this area. Fried fish actually loses appearance rates as the game goes on a bit, but whilst you're in, because of how large the Forbidden Underground Waterway is, you end up coming back through this area a lot throughout the game. So stock up on as much fried fish as you think you're going to need, because it is one of the best recursive healing items that you've got access to.
Well, it is very tasty.
Alright, so we want to go down there because I believe down there is a save room, right? It's either the save room or... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that down here is a save room. No, it is in fact a room full of bats!
He's gonna shovel dirt at you!
So many fucking bats.
Here, have some fish. You're looking a little hungry there.
No, we are looking a bit hungry, honestly, but we're actually more thirsty than hungry at the moment. And I forgot to actually do the drinks, the drinks stuff while we were out. Shit, I should have done that. Oh well. The thing is, I don't think that, although we have the drinks recipe book, I don't think we have the materials to get all the drinks, all the drinks that we need done. The ones that I'm remembering that we can do are the strawberry sundae, which is not called that. It's like the strawberry a lot. Then there is the lemonade, and I forget what the other one is. But there are specifically three. Oh yeah, it's either apple juice or apple cider. But there are three drinks that we have access to, like pretty much immediately after getting the drinks recipe, that I really should have done whilst we were here, but I did not. Anyway, this is very important. This is the main reason why we haven't had access to this area, because without reflector ray, you cannot get through that specific crevice, so you can't get through this door.
Yes. Now we have gotten through the door.
Now we are back in a much lower powered area for the Forgotten Underground Waterway. Yeah.
Gentlemen, I understand you're trying to make hard mode hard, but when there are so many enemies on screen that they start clipping through each other, now it just looks silly.
Yeah. Again, the big problem with hard mode isn't actually the damage increase, for the record. The damage increase is annoying, certainly, but it's not actually the big issue. Also, get the fucking fish dish recipe. You will need it later.
Fish dish.
Although, not necessarily for fried fish, but I think it's for fish hot pot. Yeah, I think it's fish hot pot that gives an additional instance of MP5.
Let's see, what's that fish recipe where you take small, lengthy pieces of fish and bread them and fry them? What are those called again?
Fish sticks.
I got you to say it.
Yeah. I actually am a fan of fish sticks, for the record. I think that fish sticks are actually a very tasty snack.
I like fish sticks too. Tartar sauce. Must have tartar sauce.
I can't do tartar sauce. I understand that most people refuse to have fish sticks without tartar sauce, but I'm like, no, this is too close to other vinegar-based condiments, and I can't do vinegar-based condiments. I cannot do it.
Is that just you've had tartar sauce that had vinegar in it?
I'm pretty sure it was vinegar. If not, then maybe it was just the aftertaste that I disliked in it. Alright, in the next episode, after we successfully unlock yet another shortcut, which is this one, we will continue on through the Forbidden Underground Waterway in order to attempt to do some advancement. We have to get down to the Hidden Desert after all. Be safe, everybody.
Opening goddamn doors.